Hi Fox. Certainly we're being spoiled here on the live chess server on chess.com because after Hikaru Nakamura we have another very strong GM. This is Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, the super GM from French, playing live chess right now. He's playing 3 minutes game if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's it. He's playing 3 minutes games. This is the second game. He's playing against somebody from Norway, it seems. Not titled as it seems. And well, hopefully this will be another interesting live session here after that really spectacular bullet session by Hikaru Nakamura, who beat Jakov Norovic like, I don't know, 8 times in the first part of the bullet session, then another 5 or 6 games maybe, I don't even remember. So that was quite a statement. That was quite some games, and now we have these games. Well, at least this is not bullet. We'll have time to see what's going on. Just to take a look here fastly, seems like was a strange Dutch defense. Knight c3, knight f6, f3 was played on the third move by Maxime. Now queens have been exchanged. We have a materially even middle game in which the first thing that I can recall, can see here, is that black's king is looking really not very great, not having that many squares. But of course, maybe the position isn't open enough so that white can take advantage of it. But okay, certainly this and probably other facts are giving white maybe some edge. Now black is underdeveloped. He has the bishop here, the rooks, both rooks on the corners. And now I think black overlooked some tactics because here Maxime won a pawn, at least a pawn, and now the bishop is under attack. And it seems that now black king may be under some heavy pressure because now back rank is vulnerable. Now, right now, I think it's checkmate threatened. Yes, now the rook defends, but another pawn it goes, and that's 2 pawns for white. And some time advantage, more than a minute for white, so that's quite another factor in these blitz games. In fact, black resigns. Good for us, there is a third game going on. White plays f4, and Maxime Vachier-Lagrave answers with aggressive gambit e5 d6, which is quite an interesting one. Black is threatening just kind of to checkmate white if he's not careful enough with this on this dark square diagonal. So let us see how white answers there. Pretty crazy game we're seeing. Now white sacrifices a piece on f7. And not sure if he has enough. I don't know. Black castles. He's got 2 heavy pieces on the f file. Although the rook is going to be exchanged, but white is going to be far away right now from castling long side. And black will most probably be punishing here for his underdevelopment. Knight d2. Well, finally he's on time to castle long. But I mean, black has a piece for 2 pawns and has some good coordinated pieces here. So this should be better for black, I think. Okay, now white had some pin here on the dark squares. Oh, that's blundering the queen, isn't it? Am I blind? No, it seems I'm not, because white just resigned. That was blundering the queen. on c4. So yet another game. Maxime plays d4, knight f3, the Torre attack with bishop g5, c5, now e4, threatening to go e5, winning the knight there, so h6 and he takes. Now the queen goes to f4. Well, black's development is a little bit awkward, but I mean, particularly this pawn could be a problem for black because it's cramping his position little. Now this knight on b5, obviously threatening nasty things here on c7. But well, black has his own resources. Now this pawn is defended with the knight. But of course, white also had this other square for the check, knight d6 check, and well, maybe actually black's king isn't that badly placed here. But of course, he would have rather castled. Now rook c1 defending the pawn on c3, and I think knight c6 or something, going after this pawn and trying to undermine white's pawn on e5, and well, definitely trying not to open the position because black king might feel a little insecure in the center of the board, but so far I think this is not looking that bad at the first sight for black. Although white is winning some tempies here against black queen, but I don't know, white should have somewhere to put his queen. I mean, black should have some safe place to put his queen on. Now bishop d3, okay, f5 must be played. This is getting very sharp. Now white took here, and black goes black goes to h5. Okay, knight f8. Just missed that move. Okay, rook g1. Rook g1 was threatening g7, so the king went back to protect g7 here. And well, quite true, as Mark Esserman is stating here. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave here, quite underrated. He's about 2500 here, when his real rating, his real, I mean at least classical time rating is well ahead of 2700. So I'm pretty sure he's not played that much blitz games here. Now white wins the d7 pawn, and suddenly black's king is feeling the pressure. So that's a nice tactic, taking on g7. If black takes, queen takes, oops, and he resigned. I guess queen takes. That should be a kind of a mating attack or something. Once again, white plays f4, and once again we have this gambit with e5 and d6. Now the idea of this move is to play g4, and if black, I mean white doesn't allow that, of course, but now dark squares against white king may be very dangerous here. So that's the basic idea of this opening, with black playing e5 and d6, sacrificing a pawn, just to stress that this diagonal, this dark square diagonal, weakening that diagonal is not very wise for black. So I guess here black wanted to castle. He played king f8, but never mind anyway. Now bishop f5 has been played. Some pin here against white queen. Well, black definitely has some compensation for the pawn. He's got almost every piece developed, only the rooks left to be developed, and well, white's development is far from being good for him. I mean, this bishop cannot move, the knight is kind of stuck here. This other knight is pinned with this bishop, so is he sacrificing the queen? Yes, he is. White sacrifices the queen, he takes a piece there, but if white and Maxime gives it back. Oh, we had some things happening here. Queen takes. Now queen takes back. And well, what happened here? We have white being a piece up for a pawn. I mean, no, the other way around. Black is a piece up for a pawn. Wow, that was a quite fast game. For the first time, we see Maxime playing e4, and we see an Italian game, bishop c4, knight f6. That's the two knights defend, d4 immediately, very aggressive, and he castles. So e5, and now knight g5 is not possible. The bishop is guarding that. So, well, I'm not that familiar with these Italian lines, but always white has lots of tricks and traps in these positions, lots of sacrifices and attacks on f7 and etc., catching black by surprise. Now e6 has been played and black is thinking, because I mean the allied squares, probably there's some serious pressure against black whenever. Now white is probably going to capture back. No, he takes on d4. Well, the pawn on e6 isn't going anywhere. Now white is adding another attacker on e6. On the other hand, the black knight is attacked here on g4. So e6's asset isn't going anywhere. He's going to take it back whenever he wants. And the point is that he's developing even more initiative. Pretty astonishing moves here by white. Black is sacrificing the knight on f2 just to try to get some counterplay, I guess. I guess he would castle, check, and maybe try to play d5 or something. Now white takes on c6, threatening black queen at the same time. Now he takes on f2. Well, okay, the idea was bishop h4 check, now g3. Maybe now black will castle, checking, or maybe not. I don't know. Yes, he does. Now bishop. I mean, if the e6 pawn wasn't a big source of problem for black, bishop b7 and try to play c5 to open up this diagonal with the bishop there could be an interesting idea to attack this white king. But okay, he plays d5, securing the pawn on e6 so far. Now e5, and I don't know. Suddenly black is looking good to me because he has the bishop pair with some dangerous initiative, even though this bishop is under attack. But now, as you can see, he has lots of active pieces. The rook here is cutting this white king. The light squares now. There is a threat of getting in on h3. So, well, even if black has sacrificed material, I think at least for a blitz game, it seems he has quite counterplay. Now Maxime takes the second piece and he says he's sure he's defending this. Well, we must believe he's right because he's a very strong GM. And now the bishop goes g4, queen e1, and well, black just cannot play the other rook into the game. He tried to checkmate white on g2, queen g3 is on time to stop that, and black just resigns. He's down maybe 2 pieces. 6-0. There it goes. Vachier-Lagrave winning 6-0 because this Norwegian opponent, at least with a no flag from Norway. Now he doesn't take the second pawn in this f4 opening, and this is transposing into a kind of an e4 e5 opening, maybe similar to King's Gambit or something. And Well, the good thing for black is that he has this annoying bishop on c5, which is stopping white from castling right now. So d4 is not possible. But the bad thing that is his pawn structure right now is cramped. And well, I'm not sure about this position at all, because it seems both kings could be in some danger. Although I feel that black's king is safer than the white one, because being castled, and well, white doesn't have that many pieces to attack fastly here. Now the point is that black rook is cutting here. White king stopping him from castling. Now the queen landing on d4 is quite an improvement for black. And actually, I'm not sure how is white supposed to defend. Well, the knight is defending here, but wouldn't rook f2 be a move, sacrificing this exchange there with a check? Maybe not, but definitely black has some serious threats here, and it's not easy to play as black. Sorry, as white. Now bishop d2, white will probably try to castle long, but then rook b8 and b2 would be the target. What if black takes here? Now bishop c3 would follow. Now that would be a huge blunder, because if queen takes bishop c3, that's protected, a1 is protected, and there is a checkmate threat on g7, so that would be losing. Nice trap by white, and I'm sure Maxime is not going to buy that, of course. Instead he plays bishop g4. Well, white has really no way to castle here. His king is stuck in the middle, and black will just look the way to finish him off, probably with rook a e8 coming here, and well, mobilizing all his forces against this poor white king in the center. And really, Vachier-Lagrave showing why he is one of the finest GMs in the world, probably in the top 10, or if not, well, definitely in the elite group of grandmasters in the world. Just really showing his knowledge of chess principles, quick development, etc. Okay, cool. Bishop c3. If black didn't have this bishop b4 move, this would be a very dangerous black, as the queen is under attack and there is a threat of checkmate here. Now it is pinned here, and well, white doesn't want to exchange it. Now he takes the piece, but probably taking on having the knight here pinned is worth something. Now f2 wasn't defended, and I'm gonna say that's enough for me commenting. I'm just wanna let you see the games without my not very useful comments, I guess. So I'm gonna have a rest and say enjoy the games.